call this meeting to order. If you will, let's stand for the invocation pledge. Dear Lord, we love you, we appreciate you, we thank you for your many blessings, Lord, and we ask you for guidance tonight as we take care of the business of our taxpayers and our children. Just bless each and every one, Lord, in your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the
flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Appreciate everybody coming out tonight. This is our second large crowd. It's just a good time of the year when we get to recognize all these achievements, especially all these achievements that have state champ attached to it.
Yeah.
Dr. Morgan, you got a superintendent's update?
Yes, sir. Thank you. I love seeing a crowded boardroom with a lot of young faces, because that does mean we have some good special recognition. Also want to say thank you to our board for attending the Georgia School Board Association Conference. I know you guys have busy schedules, but you make it a priority to take time out and go to that conference and training each year for governance teams, and we did have some good training that we could bring back and help us better serve Breathitt County. So again, thank you so much for attending that. Also want to let you know that I met with our architect this past week and the construction manager, Rand Tyson, and we are still on schedule to break ground, to start the work on the ground for August. So very excited about that and the upcoming project. Now it's time to recognize some young men and young women. So I believe our athletic director, Mr. Max Steve, will be helping give those introductions.
Good evening. We're going to start with the boys tennis team. Coach Steve's going to come up here and give some of their accomplishments that they've had in their career. The seniors and this team this year. Just to head off, the boys tennis team this year were region champions and also had a Final Four appearance. We'll read off the names after you says a few words. Let's see if this mic is you guys probably do. All right, so just a couple of things with our boys tennis team. Which we'll kind of go over some accolades. We, with our tennis program, we like to keep up with some pretty detailed records, and it helps motivate our kids, and then it also it makes recognizing things a lot easier and a lot more exciting, especially when you can say something like, for the boys right here, 4 region championships in a row. The senior class did not lose their region championship while they were in high school, so that's a pretty fantastic accomplishment, as well as several of those seniors had a couple undefeated seasons in the region too. So I mean that's fantastic. Speaks for itself. 19-4 overall record this season. They made the 3rd semifinals in a row or better. This group of seniors, when they were sophomores, they made it to a state championship. Fantastic job. And I'm going to talk about this on the girls' side too. But we have some fantastic tennis players right here. But the character of these kids are second to none. They're not just tennis players. You've got multi-sport athletes out here. You've got ones that are working in all the different clubs. I think we've got several that are doing FFA. We've got band members. We've got all region softball players, region championship girls basketball players on this thing. The buzz at the high school with all these accomplishments that are going on is felt, and it's excited. I got chill bumps thinking about it and talking about it.
So one of our either Elite 8 or Final Four, didn't we have to wait on one of our boys to get from the forestry state?
From the forestry state competition, yeah, for our Final Four match. So having all those things go on is fantastic. And like I said, not only are these are fantastic tennis players, they're awesome kids. So
that's right.
It's a pleasure to be able to coach them. Coach Laircy, Coach Teethworth, and Coach Melvin and I, we are super proud of these groups. So I'm going to go ahead and, Coach, did you want me to go ahead and introduce each? I said, you want to say their names? That'll be fantastic. And I'll talk a little bit more about the girls when we get them up here. I'll start with the boys team. Ben Smith, you'll come up here. We're going to have something for you. Bryson Alligood. Tucker O'Quinn. Patrick Oakland, Rowan Davis, Dalton Howell, Jace Chapman, Jet Floyd, Ryan Saunders, Yo Patel, Owen Spradley, Evan Payne, Audrey Johns, and Zary Harris. Now for some words for our girls team, who were region champions and also state champions. All right, so I said a lot earlier about, talking about our kids and some of that, those high character things. Just some girl stuff real quick on things that they've accomplished this year. And it's kind of almost feels like a little bit of a comeback year for them. They've had back-to-back runner-ups in the region. This year, they're able to capture that region title, going 17-7, 7-1 in the region, and capturing that AA state championship. That speaks in itself right there. I mean, that's exciting. I've still got the little app on my phone where I pull it up and I click on it, and it shows that tournament bracket. It says Brantley County State Champs. Makes me smile every time. I've probably done it 10 times.
How about the video of you and Dalton?
All I know is we were trying to get on the court, but we were so excited. We didn't know where to go, what to do. But memories. I mean, I could speak for days on those things. History making for the girls. This team right here, this senior group, Chastity's led us. Chastity, did you win a region championship 2 times right here? You got a region championship in basketball this year, region championship in tennis, and a state title as a senior. I don't know if you can go out any better than that here at the end. So, but 3 semifinals appearances in a row, and then this year making the state championship and being able to get that victory there is fantastic. And again, I talked about all these athletes, different things that they're doing outside of tennis. Their just their tennis accomplishments are phenomenal. There's so many individual things that I could go on and list about record breaking for the girls side, the boys side. We've got a nice detailed record book if anybody would ever like to look at it. It's got a lot of good stuff in here, and like I said, it serves as motivation. Before I let Coach Steve come up here and call the names, I do want to thank everybody that's been a part of this. If you were able to see that community picture, that everybody that came to the state championship up in Rome, that speaks for itself. That was an awesome crowd. It showed the support that we had, and like I said, it makes me smile, gives me chill bumps every time I see those pictures and think about those things. So I want to appreciate y'all for recognizing us. Thank you. Start with our girls. We have Chastity Waldron, Mackenzie Boyette, Brooklyn Wilds, Rayleigh Strickland, Summer Colley, Kaylee Oakey, J.C. Riggins,
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I forgot one wasn't here. You're doing a good job.
Bree Cruz, Harley Driggers, Cheryl Tinska, Savannah Carroll, and also our coaches this year were Patrick Steve, head coach, Dalton Larsey, assistant coach, Reed Teesor, assistant coach, and Kate Mel, assistant coach.
I think it's also, pretty neat that both, our tennis coaches, our varsity tennis coaches also played for Matt Rift and made, was it Final Four appearances? So that's really neat as well with the history of our tennis program here in Brantley. So anyway, that concludes our superintendent update.
While we're on the subject of special recognition, it's one of our greatest board meetings of the year when we get to recognize our retiring teachers that have served us well. And we had one this weekend, Mr. Richard Waters, that he was laid to rest Saturday, and we'll never get to have that special time here to honor him. But I want to take a minute tonight just to say that we appreciate Mr. Waters. He was dedicated to this school system for 20-odd years, and all of it at Atkinson Elementary, is that right? Or was he, or had he been there the whole time it was open, maybe?
Yes, sir, he was there the first year that, it was open. It may have been at Waynesville Primary just a little bit before that. Absolutely phenomenal math teacher. Kids loved him, the staff loved him.
And he turned out great scores. You know, they always say that, I always say we've been taught in these seminars and training that we go to that the kids that score the highest in math will be the kids that make the most money. Always try to do good in math. Hopefully that's going to parlay to there's some kids from that Atkinson area that's going to have great success in life, and it'll be tied back to Mr. Waters and his unique way of teaching math to his children. But if you will, stand with me for a moment of silence in honor of him. Thank you very much. Ms. Kathy's going to read our norms and protocols, and what our norms and protocols are. It's the way that this board has got together and talk about how we're going to conduct ourselves and business. And we try to read one out every month as a reminder to the community that we have norms and protocols, and a reminder to ourselves. Ms. Kathy.
Okay, the one for June the 10th is the chain of command. When board members are approached with concerns, they should refer the issue to the proper chain of command: teacher, principal, superintendent, or board of education. Issues and concerns received by board members or by the board or individual board members will be referred to the superintendent. The board will educate the public about the chain of command and encourage them to follow it. Board members will go through the superintendent to request information. Board members may always contact the superintendent within reasonable hours. And our superintendent, that's before 7 p.m. because she goes to bed early.
But you can call her about 5:30 in the morning and she's subject to answer.
Been up an hour.
I've never called her at 5:30. Probably never will. But appreciate that, Ms. Kathy. We appreciate everybody coming tonight. We'll take a little break before we move on with our meeting. Anybody that wants to leave, you're welcome to. Anybody that wants to stay, you're welcome to spend the rest of the night with us. Appreciate it. Meeting is back in session. Do we have any public participation? All right. We need to adopt our agenda.
I'll make a motion to adopt the agenda.
All right, we've got a motion to adopt the agenda as presented. Can I get a
I'll
second?
second.
You still with us, Mike?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
All right, I'll just.
Yes, sir.
Miss Kathy,
Yes.
Mr. Mike,
Yes, sir.
Ms. Teresa.
Yes.
And the chair votes yes. The disposition of our minutes from the previous meeting, can I get a motion to accept these as presented?
I make a motion to accept the minutes as presented. And I'll second.
Motion and a second, Ms. Kathy,
Yes.
Mr. Mike,
Yes.
Ms. Teresa.
Yes.
And the chair votes yes. Our financial reports, can I get a motion to accept them as presented?
I'll make a motion to accept the financial report. I'll second.
Motion and a second, Ms. Kathy,
Yes.
Mr. Mike,
Yes, sir.
Ms. Teresa.
Yes.
And the chair votes yes. Our action items.
May I read the SPLOST, please? Please, it's a good one, it's a good one.
Okay,
Please, thank you. The local SPLOST was $173,254.04. That's just what the local people spent. And then what was collected through the car tax was $92,879.18 for a grand total of $266,133.22. That's phenomenal. Just keep spending local and get your gas local, order your groceries local. But that was awesome. Thank you.
thank you.
Ready for the action items?
We are ready for the action items.
Yes, sir. I recommend to approve the quote from the YOS platform to approve the YOS software renewal in the amount of $42,400.
We've got the superintendent's recommendation. Can I get a motion?
I make a motion for the YOS software renewal as presented.
I'll second.
Kathy seconds. Any more discussion?
Just a reminder, this is the financial software that our finance department here at the board office and at the schools, school level bookkeepers have been using in it. Digitalizes purchase orders, contracts, the onboarding process, paychecks, and tax documents.
Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
Chair votes yes.
I recommend to approve the quote from GSBA for the assembly renewal in the amount of $9,000.
We've got the recommendation. Can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion to renew the assembly from the GSBA Foundation.
And a second.
I'll second.
Any further conversation?
Just thankful that our board is so engaged with Georgia School Board Association, and Assembly in particular is where our board meeting agendas and the minutes are all housed, and our public can go on and view, even if they can't attend our meetings, they can still go on and read our minutes and view the agendas and so forth.
Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes.
I recommend to approve the FY25 Power School licenses and subscriptions as presented.
We got a recommendation. Can I get a motion?
I make a motion for the FY25 Power School license and subscriptions.
And a second.
I'll second.
Any further discussion?
Just as a reminder, Power School is our student information system, and the different add-ons that you see listed there are renewals that we've been using.
All right. Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes.
I recommend to approve the quote from STS Education for the purchase of 150 Chromebooks and management licenses in the amount of $39,950.
Superintendent's recommendation. Can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion to purchase 150 Chromebooks and management licenses.
I'll second.
Any further discussion?
As our technology director, Mr. Allen, described in our work session, our replacement plan that we try to keep updated in our system is to replace our Chromebooks at the end of their 5-year life cycle. And this purchase here is a part of that plan. So these 150 Chromebooks will be distributed as part of the replacement plan across the system.
Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes.
I recommend to approve the quote from Level Data for the system-wide software renewal in the amount of $3,510.10.
Heard the recommendation, can I get a motion?
I make a motion to accept the level data renewal as presented.
Get a second?
I'll second.
Any further discussion?
This program summarizes multiple pieces of data into one adaptable report that's used by our administrators, our school nutrition program, and our data personnel that have to turn in reports to the Georgia DOE department and the federal education department.
Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes.
I recommend to approve the FY25 special education contracts as presented.
Got a recommendation, can I get a motion?
I'll make the motion to approve the special education contract as presented.
And a second?
I'll second.
Any further discussion?
Yes, sir, all the services that you see listed here, the physical therapy, speech and language, the behavior management consultants, and the allied instructional services, all of these services we have used before. This is just the annual vote to be able to use those contracts for the upcoming year. And they're paid for out of our special ed federal funds.
Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes.
I recommend to approve the quote from GSBA for the GSBA membership renewal in the amount of $991. $9,191.
Okay, we got a recommendation, can I get a motion?
I make a motion to accept the GSBA membership renewal as presented.
And a second.
I'll second.
Any further discussion?
Yes, sir, this is with our, support from them with training and like our policy revisions and so forth.
Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes.
I recommend to approve the quote from Graham Jam Digital Design Services for web hosting in the amount of $9,400.
Can I get a recommendation? We got so many of them, I drifted off. Keep my focus here, we in a meeting. I think, then we get this thing narrowed down to just 3 board members, we can move through. Can I get a motion?
I make a motion for the Brand Jam Web Management Service as presented.
And a second.
I'll second.
Any further discussion?
No, sir.
All right, Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes.
I recommend to approve the quote from Edmentum for the Study Island Program License for Nahana Elementary School in the amount of $5,064.80.
Got a recommendation, can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion for the Study Island Program license for NES.
I'll second.
And a second. Any further discussion?
Yes, sir, this is a, instructional program that we've used for a long time in the Brantley County school system, and it's time for Nahana Elementary to renew their license, and they'll be using their instructional funds to do so.
All right. Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes.
I recommend to approve the quote from Miggeldorf for 5 HVAC units in the amount of $29,545.
Got a recommendation, can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion to purchase the, 5 HVAC units, so we make sure we have one on hand.
I'll second.
Motion and a second, any further discussion?
Just like Ms. Kathy said, we need to have some in stock for when we have an air conditioner.
What's the lead
fire.
time on these?
They're back to 7 to 14 weeks. They'll tell you 7 to 9, it's gonna be around about
All right, Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes.
I recommend to approve the quote from Southeast Logging Incorporated for the timber proposal as presented.
Got a recommendation, can I get a motion?
I make a motion to accept the timber proposal as presented.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Motion and a second, any further discussion?
Yes, sir. As we discussed during our work session, the timber work or timber clearing that we're going to be doing around Brantley County Middle School, Brantley County High School, and back on that new land behind the school that we purchased is for a number of upcoming projects, which includes some work that we need to get done for our FFA, some work for some practice fields, and our upcoming construction projects. So,
Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes.
I recommend to approve the project work for a BOE buzz-in entrance for a cost not to exceed $8,000.
Got a recommendation, can we get a motion?
I'll make a motion for the BOE entrance, that the project is not to exceed $8,000.
And
Second.
we got a motion and a second, any further discussion? This is gonna be when you come in, you have to buzz, I think everybody was here earlier. And it's a safety issue to give them a,
Be more like what the schools have.
Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
And chair votes yes.
I recommend to approve the quote from Douglas Asphalt Materials LLC for the HES paving not to exceed $35,600.
Got a recommendation, can we get a motion?
I make a motion for the HES paving as presented.
And a second.
I'll second.
Any further discussion?
Yes, sir, while we have them out there paving, some paving projects that you've already approved, we're asking that we also go ahead and get the turning lane and the parent pickup loop paved as well.
All right, Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes.
I recommend to approve the quote from Precision Momentum Contracting for the repair and recondition of BCMS gym floor in the amount of $28,392.
Got a recommendation, can we get a motion?
I make a motion for the repair and recondition at the middle school for the gym floors as presented.
And a second.
I'll second.
Any further discussion?
Yes.
We remember how fantastic Bradley County High School's floor looked about 3 to 5 years ago when it was redone, so we're excited to see this done for the middle school as well.
Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes.
I recommend to approve the Brantley County High School site prep work as presented.
We got a recommendation, can we get a second? Can I get a motion? Can we get a motion for,
I'll make a motion for the BCHS site prep work.
we're gonna limit these action items to 10 meetings. If we have to have more than one meeting, we'll have more than one meeting.
I second.
We got a second. Any further discussion?
This work is going to be for our upcoming project, and like I said earlier, I'm excited to report that our architect and construction manager are still saying that we're on schedule to be able to begin in August.
Is August.
Excuse me, September. Yeah.
I was hoping.
I was pushing for August.
I heard September up there,
September.
but I was hoping you heard something different. It was August. All right, Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes.
I recommend to approve the GSBA insurance coverage as presented.
Got a recommendation, can we get a motion?
I make a motion to accept the GSBA insurance coverage as presented.
And a second.
Second.
Any discussion?
I could not be happier with our coverage. I mean, in particular, when we've had our weather incidences, they have worked really well with us. So I'm very, very happy with the service.
And we getting hooked up with them was really good dangerous claims prior to them. But since then, we've had several weather incidents, and they showed up on time and worked to get it resolved, and it was really a good decision and good timing to go with them when we did. Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes.
I recommend to approve the surplus sales list as presented.
Can I, got a recommendation, can I get a motion?
I make a motion for the surplus sale as presented.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? We've got some lists here from the different schools.
And when they get ready to set the date for their, sale, it'll be advertised on social media and in the paper so that we can make sure our community knows.
Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes. I think you're a big one. No, wait a minute.
Yes, please. I'd like to recommend the FY 25 budget of $39,784,179.
And we got a recommendation, can I get a motion?
I make a motion for the FY 25 budget as presented.
And can I get a second?
I'll second.
Motion and a second, any further discussion? This was presented to us during our work session. I think everybody that was interested was here to see that. That being said, Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes. You have some personnel recommendations.
Yes, sir. I'd like to ask the board to accept the resignation of Reed Teetsor from Brantley County High School.
We got a recommendation, can I get a motion?
I make a motion to accept the resignation as presented.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
And Mr. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes.
I'd like to ask the board to accept the following recommendations. Cinnamon Drawdy, secretary at Atkinson Elementary School. Vanzetta McCall, sped teacher at Nahuna Elementary School. Michelle Scarrett, teacher at Hoboken Elementary School. Andrea McDowell, teacher at Hoboken Elementary School. Rosalind Williams, paraprofessional at Brantley County High School.
There's the recommendations, can I get a motion?
I make a motion to accept the recommendations as presented.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Motion and a second, Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes.
I'd like to ask the board to accept the following personnel addendums and job description changes as presented.
We got a recommendation, can I get a motion?
I make a motion to accept the personnel addendums and job descriptions changes as presented.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Motion and a second, Ms. Kathy?
Yes.
Mr. Mike?
Yes.
Ms. Teresa?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes. We have a obligation to sign our board member code of ethics.
Yes, sir, and they're in your blue folder.
They're in the folder. They want us to do this in a meeting, so do I have it?
I think they're in that one. Okay,
We don't have
I
it?
can give them. Yep.
Let's get them real quick. We've done this far into it. I'll go ahead and sign for you, Mike, that way I can get you, make sure you stay ethical. It's a good ethical thing to do, is sign somebody else's code of ethics. The lawyer wasn't here, we can get away with something like that. He said he's too pretty to go to jail. get you some snacks. And an email, you get an email address when you do this?
You gonna put money in my book, Dave?
You gonna put money on the books?
Yeah, I'll do it. I won't be in there with you. Uh-oh.
No, but I have my papers.
What is that bird in the car with you, Mike?
Outside.
Oh, you did. He has participated in our meeting well. Yeah.
While we're waiting on to get those code of ethics to be signed, just as a reminder, as far as the proposed budget that we voted on, that is the tentative proposed. And in 2 weeks, on June 24th, we'll come back at 6 p.m. at a called meeting. And then we will make the official vote on the budget. So that'll be June 24th at 6 p.m. And I'll do another budget presentation just like I did today at 6 p.m.
That's to approve the budget.
Yes, sir. We'll get those signed and,
Today is the 10th, correct?
yes, sir. And we'll get those turned into Miss Candace and she'll keep them on file for us for when we fill out our information for GSBA. We'll get the other two signed at the next meeting.
I think you gotta sign them in a meeting. We want to be one with us. Well, I'd like to say before we adjourn, congratulations to our 3 brand new principals for your first official meeting as a principal. And we're looking forward to working with y'all
Absolutely.
for a long time. I'm not going nowhere soon.
And I can promise you they have been busy.
Dr. Morgan's looking forward to working with you for a long time. But anyway, I appreciate all of y'all. If there's no other business, give me a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Got a motion and a second, Ms. Kathy.
Yes.
Mr. Mike.
Yes.
Ms. Kathy. Ms. Teresa.
Yeah.
I was thinking I was gonna ask the bird to vote too before I got home. Still like he needs to. But the chair votes yes, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you, sir.